Welcome to the Thick AF Podcast. We are here and we are ready to go. My name is Emily and I'm here with my co-host Sara. What's up, Sara?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, who'd you bring today? Who'd you bring for us?
Well, we are recording in the same night that we recorded the previous 2 episodes.
Oh, who cares?
So we're just doing a lot of recording right now, and I really wanted our friends to introduce us. Do you think that you could give a little introduction right now?
Yeah. You think you can do it? I mean, I can do it.
Okay.
Ready?
Go. Let's see what you got.
Hey, welcome to the Thick AF Podcast. I'm here with my co-host, Brandon.
Yo, yo, yo.
How you doing tonight, Brandon?
I'm good. How are you,
Sounds
buddy?
just like me.
I am doing all right, man. How much fun was last episode? Was that
Last
not a
episode was pretty
time?
good.
Like,
It got a little squirrely a couple
yeah,
times.
a
but
little squirrely,
you
but,
know,
hey, first dates get squirrely, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
I mean,
let's dial it in. Let's get this done. Let's knock it
dial
out. Let's
in.
have a good episode.
You know, we have our special guests here tonight. We have Emily and Sarah.
Hey, guys.
How you
so
guys
happy to
doing
be
tonight?
here.
Yeah.
Thank you
So-
for having us.
Thank you for introducing us with those amazing words.
Well, we don't just let anybody into our
Not
podcast,
anybody,
you know.
not anybody.
Here at the Thick AF, we have a very, very strict regiment of allowing
truth.
interviews for this type of situation, okay?
Exactly. I
So,
mean,
All right.
if you're down with the thickness. What's our MFK?
MFK?
Yeah, what's our MFK? Simpsons, Family Guy, or King of the Hill? This is actually a good one. I like this one. I would obviously probably marry The Simpsons, fuck Family Guy, and I would kill King of the Hill. And I feel bad saying that because I've never seen this shit, but I've always wanted to watch it.
oh, that's.
So which one were you marrying?
Simpsons, it's a classic. Never gets old. Even now, 30 years later.
Simpsons is a classic.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And
They're
Family
all classics.
and Family
I mean,
Guy's
Simpsons can see into the future.
ain't that the truth? And then Family Guy's just fucking hilarious.
If it was up to me, I would marry King of the Hill, fuck Simpsons, and kill Family Guy.
I like a choice.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I would.
What would you do?
I might. I would probably kill King of the Hill, marry Family Guy, and fuck The Simpsons.
Okay. Well, I'm going to marry Rick and Morty.
Wait, no.
Fuck South Park.
You're breaking the rules, girl.
And who's the other?
I'll marry Rick and Morty, fuck South Park, and kill Daria.
What are you doing? That's a whole.
I
nother
love
one.
Daria.
We could definitely do that one.
I love Daria was awesome.
Because I don't
can't pick
care. I
between
don't give a
those.
shit about any of those shows. I don't really watch them. I don't have an opinion. I have an opinion
I
about
do.
what I just said. We talked about this subject for like a hot minute on the last episode, and we never really got down and dirty with it. So now's the time. Going back to the strip clubs.
Are we going to the strip clubs?
Yeah, we're going to the
Love
strip
a
Wait,
good titty
how
bar.
is this an FMK?
It's not.
All right, so should we FMK some strip clubs in Birmingham?
Aren't there only 2?
No, there's multiple. I don't remember their names, but I did
Wait,
get some
Pita, what were you about to say?
I know of 2.
I do as well. So if you know of more, then bring
Yes,
on the
there's
knowledge.
more.
There's one over in Bestburn. I can't remember
There's
the name of it.
okay. There's more. Sammy's,
Yeah, well, that's
the
one.
Furnace,
There's,
Empire,
that's 2.
Empire Gentlemen's Club,
That.
Playhouse 2, the Palace. Did I say the Furnace yet? Club Volcano.
Some people call it the Fernacci.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Brandon, have you been to a strip club in Birmingham?
Nope.
Never?
I'm on Yelp right now looking at the top strip
I
clubs
thought you
in
said you've
Birmingham.
been to.
You've never
I
been
thought
to a
you've been
strip
to
club?
I've
Sammy's.
been to a strip club.
He lived in Florida for a long time.
I thought you
And
had
I didn't
never
even-
been to Birmingham one?
Yeah, they do.
What part of Florida?
Mostly central. I mean, Florida has actually some of the best strip clubs you've ever been into, but I've never been in any of them. There's one I'd love to go into, which actually is Rachel's Steakhouse in Central Florida, and it's a strip
I
club
want to go there too.
with a
That sounds
steak
awesome.
buffet. It's a steak buffet. All the New York strips you'd ever
Doesn't
want.
I
Sammy
think
serve
Sammy
steaks?
I don't know. I don't know anything about strip clubs in Birmingham.
I think Sammy says some kind of.
Isn't it like, I don't know what the title of it
I don't
is.
think I'd ever eat there, but I think they do have like a buffet.
I feel like
Look, most strip clubs have a buffet, and it's disgusting. Like, I hope they
I
have.
have never been to a strip
I
club
can
with a
honestly
buffet.
say
You haven't? Sammy's has one.
I haven't been to Sammy's.
Sammy's has one, and they have like crap. They have like seafood.
right.
Okay,
And-
anyways, what was your first strip club experience?
My first strip club experience was, I don't know how old I was. I was in college. I was pretty young. Probably 18, 19, 20, something like that. We were out somewhere. We're all hanging out, and it was somebody's birthday, and they were like, let's go to Sammy's. And we were like, it was a Wednesday or something. We were like, yeah, let's go, let's go. So we go to Sammy's. We walk in the door. I think we pay money. I can't remember if we paid money to get in. We were like, okay, we're gonna go in here, and we go in there. They had the
have
buffet
burgers
set
and
up. We had to
fries?
pay to get in, and they had like one stripper come out, and that was it. And then we left because it was a Wednesday, and they don't like have a lot of strippers come in. That was my first strip club experience. And I may
The
have
very
seen
first
one.
time that I ever went was with Jessica.
Where'd y'all go?
We went to the furnace.
the Fernace.
And we piled into it like a cab or an Uber or whatever, and we almost died on the way there. We call him Lil.
Who drove? Oh, was it
It was
Uber?
a cab or Uber
A
driver.
Kia? A
Yeah,
Kia.
and we called him. I think we called him Lil Wayne or something like that.
Lil Wayne.
Because he was like cranking the jams and driving like like he stole.
Was
drugs.
he good? And it was like back in the day, you couldn't get Ubers back then.
It had to have been a cab.
It
I
had
don't
to have
know.
been a cab.
He was so
Yeah.
cool. He was great. He almost killed us on the way there, but it was great.
My God!
Anyways,
Seriously, was he messed up or
it
something?
was wild.
Well, I mean, when you couldn't get Ubers, then I mean, what were your choices?
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we go to the furnace, and we even paid for like VIP, which was like so dumb because
Oh
there
my
ain't
God.
shit happening up there.
No, you
The
still have to
only
pay
thing-
extra.
The only thing that was happening is that there was a photographer taking photos of people, and that was like, not like while they were getting a lap dance, but like people together.
Oh my God!
Well, I lied anyways. That was not my first trip to the strip club. The first time I ever went to the strip club was with the person I dated when I very first moved to Birmingham when I was like 20 something. And I was like so excited to be there. I got like $80 in ones, and I was like,
$80
this
in
is
ones?
so great. Yeah. And so at first I was like just giving $1 bills out, and my boyfriend at the time was like, yo, girl, you need to slow down. Make these bitches work for their dollar. And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm supporting them. Destiny gave me a $20 lap dance. She's 19. She's trying to go to college, and I just want to help
And
her.
I have mixed feelings about this, but like also, you shouldn't just like give your money away unless they earn it.
Now I make them hoes work for it. They're
Yeah.
not hoes. Like, I make them work for it. The ladies.
But
I
like
make them
also,
work.
I make them ladies work for that
my
dollar.
thing is like we paid to get
That-
in, and we're
that's-
paying
that's
a
the female
premium to get
perspective.
Yes,
to
exactly.
drink
They
drinks
need-
there.
they
They
need
should
the male
pay their
perspective.
people. It's like tips at a restaurant.
But
I
also-
pay a premium for your food. I pay to be there. I pay a premium for your food. Why can't you pay your servers more than $2 an hour and make them rely on tips? Like, we should be able to tip them on top of what they get paid because you are making bank.
My first strip club experience, I was 19 years old. I had a group of guys that we were all fraternity brothers, and they wanted to go to this strip club called Danny's.
Danny's.
Danny's in Jackson,
That's my
Mississippi.
dad's name.
I told him, I was like, I can't get in. I had a fake ID, but I was like, dude, I don't know if this will work. And they're like, you'll be fine. And we get there, and it was great. I'm 19. You know, there's women taking their clothes off and everything. That's cool. But we're sitting at the front of the stage. I've got this beanie on my head, and this stripper takes it from me. This woman takes my beanie from me that I'd like just bought, and she's like, "You gotta give me $10 to get it back." I was like, "It's mine. I came in here with it. Like, I'm leaving with it. Like, I'm just here for these guys. I'm driving them." She's like, "No." And I'm just like looking around like that. We sacrificed the beanie. And that was my first strip club experience.
Wow. I
I
don't
was-
understand. Why would they want the beanie so bad? Tinder, Bumble, Hinge. All right, who's first?
Marry Bumble, fuck Tinder, and kill Hinge.
Why? Give us a reason.
Why?
I always like Bumble.
Why? Because you didn't have to do any work.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's exactly it.
You'll
Being lazy about it. Bumble's more detailed about what you put in there, and you can have more fun with the whole putting your information in there. Tinder I've just had a lot of bad experiences with dates with Tinder. Never really seems what happened, and I've never been on Hinge, so murder.
On Bumble, the thing is, they've got to initiate the conversation. I mean, to me,
So
that's
at the time frame that we met, all that tells me about your choice, B, is I had a really good pickup line on Bumble.
I wish I remembered it, but it was so long ago.
You want to know what I thought was going to be and this was actually on Hinge. It wasn't on Bumble, because on Hinge I can say something to you first. You want to know the one that I thought was the best that I never even got any feedback to, and it was a lot like podcast dating for a while, but that podcast dating seemed to work out.
Plenty of fish.
listen.
No.
Podcast dating has happened one time.
Christian dating.
I've gotten one hit, okay? And also,
Yeah, but he
Hey,
was
look
your
at
one
him.
hit, and he's here, so...
I know, that's nice.
I feel like I'm winning with podcast dating, but it was Hinge, and there was this girl, and she was next to an alpaca. You know, alpaca.
Like in a picture?
Yeah, and she was in a picture. She was next to an alpaca.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, what can I come up with? I want to be. I don't want to just say hey, how's it going? Hey, what are you up to? Hey there, beautiful. How you doing? You know, because
Yeah, but
that's really
the cheesy pickup lines are no good.
Well, no.
You don't want to be like, hey, babe, what's your sign? Or some stupid thing.
No.
Just
Okay,
be like,
first of
hey,
all,
how's it
I
going?
don't
That kind of
understand.
thing.
Here's what I'm getting to. There's this one girl, and she was in a picture with an alpaca, and I said, hey, let's go on a picnic.
Oh, cute, a picnic. Where were you going to go?
Hold on, you cut me off.
Okay, sorry.
But, hey, girl, let's go on a picnic. I'll pack us a lunch.
That's so dumb.
I was totally
Did you
expecting...
spell it out as alpaca?
alpacas.
She did not
like
know.
plural
She had
alpaca.
Was that your first message to her?
Oh, absolutely.
And what did she say?
Nothing. I never got a message
That's
back
hilarious.
from her. Was that
Yeah,
not cute? Would that?
no.
I mean, you wouldn't have.
No. If you were in person,
You're
and
laughing.
if you did that to me in person, I'd probably be like, okay. But
You'd at least talk to me for a little bit, right?
Yeah. But that's me. Most people. That's me because I'm a nice person. All right, did you find out whether or not we are
No, I
Leo
gotcha.
and Capricorn? No, you didn't, but
Yeah,
I
I
was
did.
looking it
No,
up.
I
But, I mean,
did.
okay, so
I was looking it up. Leo is warm, passionate sign, and Capricorn likes to be cool-headed and practical. This doesn't mean that Leo isn't at all practical. I can't see with these glasses on. Hang on a second. Let me fix my eyeballs. Or that Capricorn isn't passionate. That's what they say.
What if I
This is
read
true.
what I
I'm very-
found?
Okay.
It says, although Leo and Capricorn often seem very different, they are compatible. This is because Leo and Capricorn are both highly loyal individuals, willing to go through anything for each other. Also, the stubborn nature of Leo and Capricorn can lead to disagreements on some matters.
Like what?
I don't think they go into detail about that.
I honestly, me being a Capricorn, the description of a Capricorn is me.
Which is
100%.
Hear me out on this. This is so okay. So I was talking to my mom earlier this week, and I was telling her what was going on, and I was like, I went to Emily's earlier this week. Her birthday was on Tuesday, the 10th, and her mom was in town, so I got to meet her parents. And her mom's birthday is on the 17th, and she goes, "Wait, they're both Capricorns?"
No, yes, we are both.
And
are,
I
yeah.
was like, Yes, Mom, they are. Because my mom is too.
Yeah. Because we had this whole conversation with her.
I know. But she hasn't been on the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so she was like, they're both Capricorns. And I was like, yes. Like, and she was like, all the most important people that you love are Capricorns. And I was like, okay, Dawn.
Yes.
Relax. It's fine.
That's on purpose.
Because I feel like I'm on, like, the precipice of, like, a Sagittarius and a Capricorn.
Yeah. I feel you.
Well, when I was in high school, my senior year, we used to have Regents exams. And so we would have to, like, take these tests that were, like, outside of just your regular grade in whatever subject it was. And they were it was us in Ohio, I think it was. And my senior year, I was like, I'm not taking any Regents classes. So I took this class, and I can't remember if it was general physics or what it was, but I learned that I'm actually an Ophiuchus.
What the heck is an Ophiuchus?
It is the time frame in, like, December, January, that is, like...
Wait, hold on.
Google it.
Do we need to have an entire episode for this? Because
we can.
Is there a time frame for every astrological sign that is, like, in between? Because my mom is, like, the last day, I think. It might be the last to the next to the last day of Capricorn. Because I've been like, oh my God, she's so different than me, but she's also very much the same. But she is, like, at the end of the Capricorn.
I feel like, and I'd have to go back and, like, look at it, but my sister and I are 3 days apart. She's the 14th, and I'm the 17th of December. And I feel like...
Because your parents like to get it on, like, in the same time of the year.
Listen, Linda. I like to tell people that my parents had sex 2 times, and it was to conceive me and Jerry, and then they also got divorced because my dad had a headache the night they were supposed to go see Pink Floyd at the BJCC, and that was all she wrote.
Is that true? Is all that true?
Yes.
It was all
So Dawn said, fuck how it turned out. I'm out.
86 Dawn.
No, 86. Whatever your dad's name is. No, 86. You don't understand it.
Charles.
86 Charles is what's up.
86 somebody.
Not
Somebody
86
somebody got 86.
Listen.
Before
it's 86
Pink
Charles.
Floyd.
Yeah.
Dawn 86 Charles, yes.
Yes.
But also, I literally would not have it any other way. Both of my parents have been remarried for 20 plus years. I have no step siblings. My step parents are the most amazing people. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us.
The Capricorns?
Me and you. Because we never sang happy birthday to either of us.
Oh, okay.
Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday.
Pete, why are you not interrupting her?
That was on purpose. You're
welcome. This is y'all's thing. I'm just letting it roll.
Sing happy birthday to us. Sing it.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, he's singing happy birthday to us.
Happy birthday to you too.
And to us too. Oh.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Woo!
Happy birthday to you too.
To you too.
Woo!
Oh, what's this a you too thing?
To both
That
of
was
us.
so good. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
Yes, I like
Cheers.
that.
I like that a lot.
Happy birthday, ladies.
Okay, so we didn't finish the fuck, marry, kill. I will tell you that I would. I kind of want to go back to the fuck, marry, kill to the Bumble.
I'll give it back.
I'm not a fan of Bumble because I think that I'm a little old. I'm not really old school at all. I'm very not an old school. But when it comes down to it,
No. Bumble. The females have to Well,
and he's like,
here's the
yeah, he
thing.
said he liked Bumble because he was, and he's like, I was like, why? Because you're lazy? He's like, yeah.
Well, yes, but I sent you an email.
That was not
And
lazy. That was
I didn't get nary a podcast, nor an email, nor any kind of acknowledgement, and so it reminded me a lot of being matched with somebody on Bumble,
Pete,
that never.
you're about to be
sent me a
broadcast on
message.
every single streaming channel.
I'm just telling
in
you,
the
that's
world.
what podcast dating
Not
is
in the
like.
world, but
I mean, it
yeah,
seems
so-
to have worked out.
Wait,
okay.
you're about to
Like,
be on the internet
I'm cool
of the United
with it.
States.
I'm just being
hold on.
honest.
No,
this is
no,
what
no,
it
no.
feels like.
Is this
I'm-
the only reason you're doing it? Because
I
you
s-
want?
Wait, can I
Doing
stop something?
what?
Yes, Sarah. What's up?
Pause. What is your concern or beef or whatever? You responded to a podcast dating,
Yeah.
and so what's your beef right now?
Oh, I don't really have any beef here because it seems to be working out okay, but you just got to be patient, and I feel like I was very.
What he's saying
Okay,
is
so
he
what
had
is
to
your-
wait a
Hold
long
on.
time to get a
I feel like
response.
yes, that's exactly what I'm
Yes.
saying. It's like sitting on Bumble when
So
when
you
hold
didn't
on when
have
somebody
instant
matches.
gratification,
Oh.
and now you're fucking pissed.
No,
Get
I-
over yourself.
You know what? You're gonna like me better because
Sarah.
you had to wait so much longer.
Sarah, I'm not pissed. I knew I wasn't.
I'm just asking.
I'm just telling you. I knew I wasn't gonna get instant gratification, but it just.
But
seems
I
like,
also got a message.
tell me about
I
the
need to look at
messages
my- I
that
need to
you
look-
got because I was battling with this for like a week. Like, I mean, of course, after I sent you two an email about the podcast dating, I was like, of course.
Why haven't you responded yet?
Of course, 2 seconds later, I was like,
Because you were feeling
I'm-
vulnerable, weren't
no,
you?
I was.
Yes, you were. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Uh-huh,
yes.
with your
I
ponytails.
was
Yeah.
feeling. Both of them were feeling a little, but at
They
the
were
same
shaking in their
time,
boots.
I was like, I just want to know what they think about it. Like, somebody fucking tell me.
It was amazing. It was
But
so good.
here was the thing. I
but
knew.
we were trying to do that, and I told her to tell you.
But look, I knew that I couldn't like send that email and then message Sarah and be like, "There's greatness in your email."
No, you couldn't do that.
Right. So I knew
We check our email every day. Like,
Right.
at least she checks it.
Exactly.
If she doesn't check it, I'm
but
checking it.
so I was
Like,
sitting there like I said, I shot this off.
She knew. It came.
Look,
Got there and she was like, "We haven't eaten," and we were in the middle of something.
But
We
this
were
was
busy.
this was
and
after.
she was like, "Please let me read it."
Well,
and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Hear me out on all this.
I said, put yourself in my situation. I shoot this thing off, and I'm like, of course I want immediate gratification, but but I also want a genuine response. So I can't text Sarah and be like, check your email.
Why?
You know? No, because I want the genuine response. I want y'all to do it on the podcast, or at least like send me some kind of
But
message.
doing it on the podcast takes at least a week.
Right,
To get done, because we only release once a week.
But what I wanted is as close to the genuine responses I could get. So I knew I couldn't beg for it. You know, I couldn't ask for it. So I had to like sit back and be like, when are they going to put out the next episode? You know?
Every Wednesday, but we missed a Wednesday.
Except
But
for
you'll
this
know,
one.
except for this one.
Except for
the one.
And
Yeah,
then, so
right.
I'm sitting back like, but I mean, like, I just wanted the genuine
Have you gotten the response that you want? Fist bump.
Yeah.
fist bump. So there is a success story from online dating.
Where?
Sarah,
Yeah. Sitting right next to us.
Sarah and Brandon.
Yeah. So far.
And then there's myself, who I've been on all the platforms and I hate everything one of them.
And there's me.
And then there's Emily, who has dabbled.
Yeah, but you know what? Like every long-term relationship I've been in, I don't know. I'm trying to think back. I don't believe that that the long-term relationships that I've been in have been from meeting on a dating app. I'm pretty sure they haven't been.
I mean,
It's weird.
for myself, I hate all of them. They're
Yeah.
ridiculous. But should we hear from the success story first, or
Yes,
should
I
we
would
hear
love
from
to.
the
Yeah, because I
from
think
the shitty-
all the whole last like lots of minutes ended in we talked about Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge as fuck, marry, kills, and I don't think we ever really did it.
I would marry Hinge, fuck Bumble, and kill Tinder.
Really
Yeah.
interesting.
Tinder
What about you, Em?
Kill all.
No, I didn't know that was an option.
Listen, I tried to break the rules with the pizzas and have like a torrid affair, and I got shunned. So
Yeah, I mean,
figure.
No, you
your
didn't. I
life
didn't
out.
shun you.
I did.
I thought it was great. I liked it.
Brandon,
I
how
liked
about
that
you?
idea.
What?
Did you let her get away with the
I thought it was
the
good.
pizza?
No, it was a great analogy.
Listen,
It's all pizza. It's all delicious.
I honestly haven't really been on Hinge because I got on. I think I might have made a profile, but like I never really used it. Bumble I don't like because I have to make the initiative and I'm lazy. What's the rest of it? Tinder I like because it's easy. It's the first one. All you have to do is swipe right and swipe left, and it's the same thing we've been doing since Tinder came out. All these other ones, you have to swipe up and swipe to the side and swipe diagonal, like and you're doing it wrong. If you swipe up, it changes the picture, or it gives you a super swipe or some stupid thing that's different than the other app. And like make them all the same so that every time I swipe, I'm not having to swipe different, and I get myself confused on which app I'm on. That is annoying. That's very annoying.
What are your three?
I don't know. I don't like any of them, but I said I'm going to kill. I don't know Hinge. I didn't really ever get on Hinge. I've never actually used it. I don't like it. It is going to be killed. No. Yeah, it's killed. Bumble is, honestly, I'm going to kill all of them. I'll fuck Bumble and I'll marry Tinder because honestly, in real life, every single person that is on any of those dating apps is on every single dating app.
Yeah, so
and do you want to know
you're,
what?
You're gonna marry Tinder?
Tinder people say, "Oh, Tinder's the sex dating app. Oh, don't get on there.
Yeah,
if
so I
you
was about
meet
to
on
ask
Tinder, that means your relationship's not gonna work because that's a sex dating app." Baloney. Because you know what? Every other person on Bumble, all the dudes on Bumble and on Hinge are also on Tinder. They're the same dudes. That's my FMK. Kill them all. Who's
Kill 'em
next?
all. Me. I am going to marry Bumble, fuck Hinge, and kill Tinder.
Why?
Well, first off, I got banned from Tinder.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Really
But we
long
made
time
you
ago.
a new account.
Yeah.
Did you get banned again?
No,
Okay.
I deleted it before that.
We
but
don't know why
y'all,
she got banned. She got banned for some stupid reason. Some
promise
person
on
turned
my
her in for
whole
no
entire
reason.
life, I was entirely appropriate. I never did anything wrong. I never sent any nudes. I'm fairly certain that I know who banned me. And it was this bro chacho who was the brother of one of y'all's. Alrighty then. Things got a little squirrely on the last episode.
It was like 4 a.m. and we all ended up just stopping recording 'cause-
Abruptly, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, we all fell asleep.
Yeah, so
Like a
I
bad
have
case of narcolepsy.
I have a story to finish. And my story is how I got banned from Tinder. And this is obviously only an assumption, but this happened many years ago. And I had matched with this guy, and his sister was in the same sorority as y'all, I think, something like that. I don't know. Anyways, matched with him, talked to him for a little while, and he was like nice, but then he started like sending me videos of himself doing not karaoke but like lip syncing to Garth Brooks songs, and had like a whole headset, like a whole, I don't know if it was a real microphone or not, but like a whole like behind the ears,
like the ones that like
comes out
Britney
in
Spears
front.
used to wear when she was 18.
Yes, 100%.
That's hilarious.
Had one of those, and so he sent them to me, and he was like, "What do you think?" And I was like,
"You look like a 90s pop star."
Well, I mean, I didn't give that fee. I was like, "Yeah, cool." And he was like, "What? You don't like them?" And I was like, "This is weird, sir." And like very few days after that, I was literally banned. I like went to the app, tried to get on, wouldn't let
me. Did you get an email or something?
Yes.
You got an email from them? What did it say? Do you still have it?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I'd have to look in my account, but I don't know if I still have it or not. But I was banned for years. Email address and phone number until I finagled my way back in.
Didn't we make you a new Tinder the same night Santana and Aaron met?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. I got myself a Google Voice number. And used that phone number.
Yeah, so Tinder, watch out. Listen, though, stop banning people that don't need to be banned.
Well,
like, they need to have like, validity.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And that was part of it. They were like, we don't have to tell you why we did this. And I'm like, okay, well,
like
I mean,
somebody in jail.
That's the lamest thing I've ever heard.
For no reason. Yeah.
It was so crazy. And if that guy was the one who did it, I hope that you listen to this podcast, and I hope you're still lip syncing and not getting dates.
Maybe he's moved on from the headset.
I don't know. Listen, I blocked him on everything that I like saw him on, because he would pop up sometimes as like people you may know or whatever, and I was like, block.
That is awesome. That's crazy.
It was the craziest thing ever. So, because I knew I didn't do anything wrong. I did not do anything being worthy of, being banned.
So did you just try to like log in and it just wouldn't let you?
Yes.
And then you got an email saying,
yes,
you've been banned, aka no more Tinder.
Yes.
Lord have mercy. So
I even reached out to support and was like, can you guys tell me? And they were like, no, we don't have to.
What?
I was like, okay.
We don't have to tell you why you were banned, because they don't want to tell you because it's like anonymous, I think.
Probably.
Because they don't want somebody being
harassed. But why
harassed.
not just say, correct, and I understand that, but why not just say, you have violated this community guideline of ours, whatever, and here's the proof that you did that.
Right. It's like, remember when they came out with the thing where like you couldn't have like pictures of guns or drugs or whatever on there? And there were so many dudes that had like pictures of them holding like a big old machine gun or whatever they're called, AK or something.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Oh no, I'm pissed off because you can't put my guns in my picture." Like, okay, dude. Like,
no. So then they replaced them with fish.
Well, dead fish too. Well, half dead fish, I guess. Look, they had the fish in there before that. At least, I don't know.
It was the most bizarre thing, and it made me like really salty. So like, I mean, probably once a year after that, I would like download Tinder just to like check and see if I was like still on the blacklist. And I was, until I finagled my way in. And then I never met a soul on there. I was on there for like a couple months or whatever. And then I met Brandon.
What up, B-man? Oh man. So yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe that they banned you. I don't know what I would do. I'd probably be really happy.
So then you have an excuse forever. Yeah,
forever. I don't have to do it ever again.
Hey, fair enough.
It'd be so good. Oh, Lord. So what have you been up to lately?
Well, I had like a whole like date weekend with Brandon. It was really kind of the first weekend where we didn't have like anything to do in a while. So we went to dinner on Saturday night and it was delicious. And then we met y'all to watch our friend Chase. Chase Stewart Music. You can follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, he's really good. Honestly, I didn't know our friend Chase was like a musician. I had no idea. And then somebody said something and I was like, oh, you're the guy that I follow on Instagram with the music thing. And I felt so bad. I was like, oh God, I'm so stupid. That's our Chase.
Yeah.
And then we went and saw him and he was so good.
Listen, I had never, and I hope he doesn't get mad at me, but like when he posts stuff, I don't really like and it's just brief videos, if they're on his Instagram stories or whatever. Like I'd never seen like him play like a music set, and just like we don't when we hang out, like we're usually at the pool or we're going to dinner or like there's a specific event happening. And if not, like if I'm over at their house because they live in the same building that I do, we're playing with the dogs, doing something like that. So it's the first time I've ever really gotten to see him just, play whatever. And he did some very cool mashups with several different songs. He's so talented.
He did some of his original songs.
Yeah,
too.
he did. I know. And they're on iTunes also. But,
Spotify too, right?
Yeah. And so it was just really cool. And I'd never been to that place before that we went to. And
me either.
The drinks were cheap
cool.
and good. And
well,
it was good vibes.
I don't know the beers were okay. Like then I ordered, you had been drinking a Kentucky Mule, right?
Yes.
Which is like bourbon and ginger beer.
Yep.
And she has hers and she brings it to me. She's like, I don't taste any bourbon in this. And I'm like, well, let me taste it. And I taste it. I'm like, whoa. I was like, I don't know what you've been drinking, but this is straight up bourbon.
I had a few before I let you taste mine. So it was going down very easy. And I don't think I stayed too much longer after that.
But I ordered a Moscow Mule after you had that, and it was so strong. Like, I couldn't taste the...
Really?
Yeah, which is really weird, because normally if I drink vodka, I can't taste the vodka in whatever drink, especially ginger beer or, like, cranberry juice or something. So, I don't know. It was very strong. I couldn't have multiples of those. But yeah, I like the place, except for the next day. So we had a text message with me and Christina and Pete, I think, and Jessica.
Victoria.
Oh, and Victoria. And everybody's like, oh my God, I got home and I had to take off all my clothes and take a shower and throw my clothes in the washing machine, because believe it or not, people, in Alabama, there are places that they still allow you to smoke inside. I have no idea how. And honestly, I don't know if it's legal. Hopefully they don't get in trouble for me. We haven't said
that's
that.
That's in unincorporated Shelby County.
Oh, yeah. It's like in the BFE.
Yeah.
Yeah. BF Alabama.
But it was in a separate room, right? Like it wasn't out there in the open.
It was out in the open. You could do it in the back room, and then that was like open to the front room, and then downstairs they were smoking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't hang out downstairs at all.
Yeah, it was a lot. It wasn't as bad as when I went to this place that I played darts with Pete that one time.
Yeah.
And by the way, I got second place, but not because of me. But I ended up having to play in this like darts tournament, which I've never played darts before in my life, and because they needed another person, and somehow I played the entire day. My arm was sore at the end of the day. I played for like 8 hours. And then I won second place my partner essentially won second place. Like at the end, we actually won money. And he split it and was like giving it to me. And I was like, I am not taking this. It was not me that did this. He was like, no, couldn't have done it without you, blah, blah, blah. It was so nice. And I was like, please take it. I don't want it. Like, I honestly didn't earn this. You did. And he had to play like double good for me.
Yeah, but at the same time, if he didn't have a partner, he wouldn't have won any money.
Well, that's true, I guess, but he could have had a better partner. He could have had Pete.
Sure.
If he and Pete were on a team together, they would have been like, but Pete beat us. So Pete and his partner. So like, whatever. Thanks, Pete.
Yeah, but as a couple that was there together or whatever, y'all won first and second place.
We
Pretty
did.
good.
Yeah, it was good. And then we played again, and after that, Pete and I played on the same team, and we won. But not because of me. And at that point, I was so sick. That was when I won't tell the story about that day until later. But yeah, I was like really sick, throwing up all day. So anyway, so last weekend was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a good time. Sunday was like a rainy Sunday, and it was super nice. I got up and made breakfast casserole, and then we made homemade pizzas.
Oh my God. Let me tell you what I ate or accidentally ate on Sunday. So Pete had a hockey game, and he was like, do you want to come watch me play hockey? Because that's what guys like, they want you to come watch them do manly things or something. And so I'm like, okay. So I go watch his hockey game. He got murdered, or they got murdered. It was like 4-0. Poor guys. But then and this is going to sound really terrible, and sorry guys, but like the goalie like took his helmet off, and I was like, that dude's like 80 years old. Like, not 80. He was like probably in his 60s maybe. I don't know how old he was. But I was like, dang. I was like, no wonder. And like the other team was like a bunch of like 25-year-olds that are like fit. It was like fat old men versus fit young 25-year-olds. I was like, oh, Jesus. It was fun though. It was good. I haven't seen a hockey game in a long time. But after that, he was like, are you hungry? And I'm like, well, no, not really, but I'll go with you. We went to some Mexican place that is like Mexican. It's not like Mexican where we white people go and like and they speak English to you. This is like you go and they're like legit. We were the only white people in there, which was amazing.
It was probably the most delicious food you've ever had.
So good. So I didn't eat. I just got like chips and salt because I wasn't that hungry. But he got some tacos, and it was so loud in there. The music was so loud with the like, what do you call it?
Mariachi type stuff?
Yeah, kind of like that. And it was blasting. I couldn't hear myself talk or think. So I couldn't hear what he ordered. So we got there. He ordered like two different types of tacos, and he had them in front of him. And one of them looked like either like a steak or a pork taco. And I'm like, ooh. And one of the pieces of meat fell off the taco. So I was like, ooh, let me taste this meat. I picked it up and I was like, oh, that's pretty good. I was like, that's pretty good. And he was like, do you know what that is? And I was like, I mean, I don't know. Was it like pork or something? And he's like, that's cow tongue.
Was it lingua?
Yes,
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah, it's good.
But like as soon as he said it, like he said cow tongue, and I was like it just like didn't sit right. And I was like, he was like, does that make you weirded out? I was like, no, it's still really good. It's just like for some reason, it's like it reminds me of like eating I forget that cows have tongues. It's really sad too, like some cow's tongue.
I had that when we went. I don't remember if you were with us this day or not. When we went to that like taco truck fest at Ghost Train, the new Ghost Train.
No. I've never been to Ghost Train.
Okay. They had it while we were there, and I got some, and I got a lingua taco, and it was delicious.
Nice,
it was so good.
Yeah. See, I don't know, like a cow tongue off of a food truck sounds interesting. I don't know.
Well, it wasn't a food truck that I got it from. It was like a taco stand type situation.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, no different. I mean, they have all the cooking utensils that you need in a food truck anyways.
Yeah. But that's, okay. So a thing with the food truck, if we want to get into like my like skepticisms about that. Okay. So when you drive a car or like an RV, okay. So if you have like an RV, you have to have it hooked up to power at all times so that your refrigerator and all that stuff works.
Yeah, they have generators.
Right. So
or they plug into a building.
What are they plugging into? Like, and when they are driving, do they have a generator in there that they're
I'm sure
plugged
they're
into?
Driving off of gas.
I know, but what is powering
a generator?
Okay, so they have a generator while they're driving so that the refrigerator doesn't shut off. And then after that, if they have things that are cooling in there, it'll stay cold even when they're not in the car and it's not powered.
Listen, I don't know.
So that freaks me out. I mean, honestly, they have to get the health department and stuff. Yeah, the health department has to come. Yeah, I get it, but like,
yeah. Maybe we'll have to find somebody that we know that
works in a food truck.
Yeah, and ask some questions.
I do like
the things you wonder about.
One of Catherine's cousins, I think it's a food truck. It's like a pizza food truck that she works in. She's like really young. She's probably like 18 or 19, and she works in like this pizza food truck. And she says it's like so hot because they have like a brick oven or something in this food truck.
I don't doubt it.
Wow. She's like, yeah, you sweat like the entire time. It's really crazy.
Yeah, I don't doubt it at all.
Anything else going on?
I think this is the first weekend in a really long time that I don't have anything that I have to do, and I'm so excited.
That sounds really amazing. I thought that was going to happen to me last weekend, and it didn't. It ended up being a long weekend. But not really. I mean, honestly, I said I wasn't going to do anything, and then I ended up doing stuff. And all the things that I said I was going to do, like clean out all my closets, that when you open the door, stuff falls out. And I did clean out one closet when P was here last week. He came over and he was like, I'm going to come over and help you like clean. And I'm like, no, you're not, but you can come over. I didn't say that. I was like, okay, come on. He came over, he sat on the couch, and I like cleaned out the closet upstairs the bottom part, which like made me feel a lot happier.
Yeah.
but like that closet right behind you, it's just like stuff falling out.
Yes, I totally understand what you're saying. So we were supposed to have lazy Sunday, and we did, but we did like laundry, and I washed the duvet cover and changed the sheets and like all that
that's so
stuff.
nice, isn't it? Oh.
It was the greatest thing ever, but the very last load of laundry was mostly all of my clothes. Left it in there on Sunday night. Well, very first thing Monday morning, I had like starting at 8:30 back-to-back calls, and Brandon didn't have to go into work until like 11. When I tell you, I had the nicest surprise when I got out, like finally was able to get away from like my meetings or whatever. That man had folded all of my clothes and left them on my bed for me, including my panties.
That right there. Oh my gosh. Have I told you about the story about my ex-boyfriend who was my ex-boyfriend, I lived downtown, like in this, like off Highland Avenue in this little historic apartment. And it was like a tiny 1-bedroom old thing. You had to go a million stairs to get there. And my parents were visiting, and I'm not going to say his name. He used to do all the laundry. And honestly, I'm pretty sure he did the laundry because he wanted to do his laundry at my place. So he would also do my laundry so that I would never say anything. I mean, maybe not. He could tell us otherwise, but like it was amazing because I hate doing laundry. I hate folding laundry. I hate putting the laundry in. I hate taking laundry out. I'm too short to get the clothes out of the deep washer. And the front loading washers are disgusting. Don't get me started on that. But like, yeah, it just sucks. And like with my ankle right now, I can't lift up on my toes. So trying to get into the washer, I'm like climbing in with my arms. I'm like, trying to get the stuff. I'm like, I left a sock in there. Can't get it out. Got to get like a stick. It's so bad. I need somebody tall or with long arms or something. But yeah, he used to do all that stuff. And so my parents were there, and he and my dad were sitting on the couch, like watching football or something, like probably the Alabama game because they're both Alabama fans. And my ex-boyfriend is sitting there, and he is literally folding like my panties and like my like little, like, this was back when I was a lot littler. I was still thick AF, but I was littler thick AF. He was folding like my like little like lingerie shorts and like things and my panties in front of my dad. And I like looked at him. I walked in there from the other room, and I looked at him like, what? He was just doing it because it's just how he just like didn't realize it.
Like
and he
a
was like holding
chore for
and
him.
I was like, what are you doing? Like, you look like you're like sniffing my panties in front of my dad. This is weird, dude. And my dad, obviously, I don't know. I need to ask. My dad never said anything, but like, obviously he was probably just like, oh, I don't know what laundry, I don't fold laundry. So
when we used to come down here during the summer, after my parents got divorced, when I was like, in my teen years or whatever, when it was back like all the rage to wear like the tank tops with the shelf bras in them.
Oh yeah.
This is before like I had giant boobs.
Did they have like pads in them?
No.
Oh, did you ever see the ones that had the pads in them?
Uh-uh.
I think you could get them at like, what was that store? Like Hollister or like Abercrombie or something.
No, I didn't wear those. These were just like regular ones. But anyways, it was the funniest thing watching my dad try to fold those tank tops because he could not.
Because he had them like inside out.
Yes,
like,
inside out.
Like the flipped up.
Yes, it was all sorts of screwed up, and it was hysterical. And he would just get so mad and eventually be like, "Y'all are folding these." And it's like I put this on my body. How do you think it gets there? That is how you fold it, Dad.
Put it on the way. Yeah, he's like, no, it goes up this way. Is this a turtleneck? Can you see somebody wearing it? Like, yeah, it's like, oh my god.
Oh man.
Wow, that's so funny.
Dads.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my dad just hangs up all of his clothes. I don't know if I've ever seen him fold any clothes. Growing up, we didn't have socks put together in places. We had a sock basket.
Absolutely not.
And they're freaking everywhere. No, you take your socks off. When I do my laundry, I make sure that when they go in the wash, I've got both of the socks. If I don't have them, I go find it. And if I can't find the other one, The one that I can't find goes in the garbage, unless it's a Lululemon sock that is really expensive, and I'll look for some more. But I mean, love those.
I don't make sure that I have both of them.
I do.
But you know I'm a weirdo, and like, I don't know. I don't leave clothes on my floor. I wear my sneakers like all the time.
Oh, I don't do that.
And so when I go to bed at night, like I take my socks off and I put them in the laundry basket. I know that they're there.
Yeah. I put them in the laundry basket. Well, I do take off my socks a lot, and they'll be like laying upstairs. But
no,
my feet get
if
hot.
I'm taking my socks off, it's going in the laundry basket.
Yeah. So, but I don't wear shoes all day. I'm usually barefoot. But yeah, but no, when they go, I put them together. I can't stand it. Like, and I still go to my parents' house and I'll be like, can I have some socks? And they're like trying to dig through the basket to find me some matching socks. It's like the worst. And I get so mad. I used to go over there and like get the laundry basket out and just like put them together. And my mom would be like, why are you doing that? She would like get mad at me. And I think it's because, Mom, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I swear I think it's because she feels bad for not putting them together herself, and she's like mad at me for doing it because it's making her feel like bad.
I don't know that I would dig through a basket of socks. I think if I were missing socks, I would go to the store and buy matching ones for myself.
Yeah.
That would give me such anxiety trying to...
It's actually kind of fun, like a puzzle.
It's like Tupperware, though. You know when you go somewhere and, like, you know the top is somewhere, but you don't know where the hell it is, and then you can't find it, and you already put the food in there, and then you're like, what the hell? Now I gotta dirty something else.
Your top
but you don't throw it away, either. The bottom that you just had the food in.
Oh, no, I keep it just in case I need to feed my dogs in it somewhere.
Exactly. You're still going to wash it and keep the stupid thing.
I try to throw them away, but I do keep them sometimes, because a lot of times I'll have to, like, somebody's dog comes over and I've got to like have another bowl or whatever. So, and there's, you can throw them away and get a new one, but like might as well just throw it away after the dog eats out of it or something.
Yeah.
Like
your mom asked some dumb question at one point.
Did the dog eat out of this bowl?
And it was a coffee cup, and you were like, no, why? And she was like, I don't know, it's got dogs on it.
Yeah,
just because there's dogs on it doesn't mean the dogs eat out of
cup.
it.
Yeah, it's a mug. It's like a cute coffee mug. It's like a big one that I love that I eat soup out of. Because I don't drink coffee.
Her logic killed me with that one.
She doesn't like she doesn't. So if you go to her house and try to like, if I were to try to give her some of her Tupperware to my dogs to like drink water or eat food out of, she would have it come apart. And also, her Tupperware is not the stuff you buy from the store. Her stuff is like, you see the stuff that I have like a mix of like stuff I've bought, but then I like lost part of it, so I threw it away, and a mix of like Chinese takeout containers that I save. But my mom's is like butter containers and like sauerkraut, and like, the best ones are like the Neapolitan ice cream. Is it a northern thing?
Yes.
I thought it was a southern thing.
I can't remember what I was doing one time, but it was when I was living down here or whatever, but I did the same thing. I saved like a cottage cheese in like a butter container or whatever. And I was in the break room at work. This was a long time ago, like my first like for real corporate job or whatever. And I remember being in the break room and somebody was like, why are you eating butter for lunch? And I was
disgusting.
It's like not butter. It's a Tupperware.
What's it? Country
crock.
Yeah. Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah.
But I was like, what are you talking about? This is my lunch. Like,
you're disgusting. Why don't you go on a diet and stop eating butter for lunch? Well, because you should have been like, because later on in life, I want to make a podcast called Thick AF, and I'm trying to get there. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she does. She does. So.
All right. Well, I think we will wrap her up here. Thanks for having us. You can find us on Instagram at ThickAF Podcast. Send us an email at thickafpodcast@gmail.com.
And please go out on Instagram and follow us. And also, when you're on Apple, iTunes, Spotify, all the apps, the streaming apps, it's not a thumbs up. It's a
follow,
a like. Subscribe to us so that we can continue to do this for you guys. We love you.
Thanks so much. We'll see you next week.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I have to go.
I don't know why it's so good.
Oh my God.